Vizury is into the business of behavioral retargeting. What did that mean is, we help online marketers, especially with e-commerce sites and airline sites, to help their users already been on the site. We go back to the users in a meaningful way to communicate with them in the right message at the right time. So we are a behavioral retargeting a technology platform. We are mainly from Asia. Our headquarters is based out in India, Bangalore. We're setting up an office in here in Dubai in the first week of July, and ArabNet is a platform that we actually announced that we've been in the market almost 1.5 years, working with one of the largest e-commerce companies like Souk.com, Namshi.com, and airlines like Air Arabia, and we've been managing on a remotely basis. Now we think it's important to have local presence in order for us to actually develop the business, and also to increase our local publisher network in the region. So it's important to have a local presence in the market. We were initially started in India, and our route was quite in the Asian way. So I would say we've actually started off in 2008, towards end of 2008, and we've explored to markets like China, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and of course across the Southeast Asia. And the strategy that we've actually applied is going after the emerging markets, because we think markets like US and Europe, which is already crowded when it comes to retargeting specialists, and we think there is an opportunity if we actually capture the other end, which is emerging markets. Of course, Japan is one of the already matured market. We already have presence there. Some of the European markets already we have presence. We have office office and a team based out in Brazil. So it's Middle East is one of the markets that we actually tick marked.
Are there certain things that attracted you to the Middle East, or is it just a matter of conquering more territory?
Absolutely. I mean, Middle East as a market has been growing tremendously. If you look at the market size itself for online advertising, it's somewhere between 170 million to 200 million. This is only measured media, right? But if you look at non-measured media, it'll be much bigger than that. And the prediction on the research shows that 50% of that it actually goes to performance advertising, some sort of a way that you can measure that return on investment, right? And when you look at the opportunity here, even though it's a couple of big players and smaller players, we think it's having a presence there and helping these advertisers, actually going to have a unique proposition than sitting in other markets. So definitely there's a huge interest from advertisers in the market to actually go out and do some more advanced stuff rather than they do basic AdWords retargeting, and they need a specialist like us to help their increase their revenue on the online business.
Can you talk about this a bit more? Can you sort of quantify the impact of what you do on companies? So can you share maybe some numbers on the impact of sales or things like that?
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at one of the biggest clients that we are quite significant, and it comes to retargeting itself. And I will not be able to share any specific data from the client side, but we've seen from a average click-through rate perspective, we are actually much better than the normal display campaign, 4 times higher than the normal display campaign. From a conversion rate, we are always better than the site conversion rate. So if you look at the incremental business that we're bringing in, I would say we will be somewhere between 10% to 20% incremental what they're doing today, purely from retargeting campaigns. Well, I think we have a very unique proposition in the market, especially I would say 4 unique proposition that we're bringing into the market. One is the commercial model that we work with, which is very interesting. Most of the advertisers in the region, we work only when there is a sale actually happened. So some of the market competitors we have, they have CPC, CPM offering, but we say we're confident that we can make that sale for you, an incremental sale, and if only that sale happened, you actually pay us. So we work on a CPA model, flat CPA model, a cost of sale model. We work on a commission model some of the time. So that's very unique for the offerings for our clients. Number 2 is we have a product verticalization. So we have a product built for travel airline specific. We have a product built for hotels, and we have a product built for, let's say, e-commerce, which is a flash sale site, because we've seen that having a one product across the board is not going to really help to get the extra performance from the campaign, because there are different rules and that we need to implement on when you actually go behind the users, and we built that verticalization within within the product itself.
Last question. Is there a reason you focus on travel and e-commerce in specific, and will you, expand to different sort of segments eventually?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, genuinely, the organic start for us, any companies in this space, is actually the biggest spenders and the biggest ROI drivers. And if you look at it from an industry perspective, it is both travel and e-commerce. That's where you have a direct measurability when it comes to return on investment, right? You put $1, you get $15 back. That's where it's easy for us to actually convince those clients. Once we've actually capture those market, and for example in India we actually work with 99% of the e-commerce companies in India, and after that, okay, so we might have to actually look into another verticals. In India we actually started working with other verticals such as automotive, finance and insurance, and other verticals, and of course for me now I think we got to have the first step, and once we capture that we might actually go other verticals as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.